good morning, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. It is July 24th, and with me is the amazing Terry Seacrest, our Royal Dream Team leader. Good
I
morning.
paid her to say that. I paid her to say that.
Oh, well, you're
Just
just
kidding.
amazing, and that's the fact. And so we can't change that, whether I get paid for it or not.
I'm just teasing, honey.
Oh, I
You're
know.
so cute.
Um,
Oh,
so
we had a little too much fun, right?
I think we did. I came back with a few sniffles, but getting over that. And lots of laughs. We walked, I don't even know how many miles we walked during convention. That's actually a blessing because you're sitting and then you get to get up and go walk all the way across the convention center. And farm day was absolutely amazing, getting to walk around the distillery and things. I want to say, unfortunately, Beverly Banks couldn't make it on today because a lightning strike hit near her house and her internet is out. So we lament Beverly's ability to not be on Zoom today and love her so much. She was there with us, just eating it up. And anyways, that's why Beverly's not on today. We will miss her sincerely. So, well, let's get started. And I would just love to hear, Mother, any opening comments that you have about convention. This was our YL30 30th anniversary of the company, and you've been with Young Living 28 years.
It was remarkable. It was so remarkable. I kind of thought maybe what it would be is talking a lot about the past, but not at all. There was beautiful honoring of Gary Young and the legacy that he's created. However, it was mostly forward thinking, talking about the future, what we're doing today and in the future. As far as our team, Elizabeth, I'll just share with the ones that we're watching virtually. We had a lovely team dinner to kick it off, and it was just so great to see people that we hadn't seen in a year. Also, there were a lot of people internationally that we had not seen in 5 years since prior to COVID. So we got to connect with lots of beautiful people from around just every country you can imagine. We got to connect with. We had a lot of new local Texas members join us. And what they were so surprised about, because Elizabeth, we hadn't really, warned them or anything. They're like, we have never seen such a musical family in terms of Mary and Jacob and Joseph, and just the extravaganza that we had to open up the event with. And then it was just such a family event, and singing and dancing, and it was so joyful. So that was my first immediate impression, was just so much joy coming from everyone that was there. Jan, you're here. Welcome, girl. Maybe you could share with us just kind of your very first overall impression, thinking of day one when we all arrived.
Well, as usual, or not as usual, but the opening ceremony was so welcoming and exciting and vibrant. And it was very evident throughout the whole convention that they had spent a lot of time um, with the image that they wanted the new people to see about the company and about the vibrancy and about the joy and the excitement. And it wasn't fakey. I mean, it was just
Oh,
totally real.
yeah.
I mean, we know these people because we've been around for so long, but I just had this feeling of, wow, this is honestly how they feel. It wasn't an act. I mean, it was just totally their hearts coming through, and not just Mary and Joseph and Jacob and Kate, but the whole executive team that came out, and we got to see them throughout the convention as they were a part of that Mission Impossible opening ceremony segment. It was just joyful, and I
Yeah.
mean, they were really honored too, and they ought to be honored because they've got huge jobs that they do to make all the wheels keep turning for this company. And so that was really awesome. I love that. And of course, the
Oh,
music. The music is always so delightful, and the fact that they had the parade of flags for all the countries that Young Living,
yes.
that
Yeah.
was very, very exciting. And so
That
people
was
that
amazing,
their
Jan.
country got to carry the flag across stage.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing and so honoring to the country in terms of the national anthem and Mary Young singing it again and all of that. And if you, Debbie, I don't know, were you watching virtually, Debbie?
Yeah, we actually had a virtual sideline group of people that watched it together, and we got to do like everything time they did a group thing or a one-on-one. We actually interacted with the Zoom and did it along with everybody else at convention. And it was so much fun. But everybody on Zoom said, okay, we're going in person next year. What the heck are we doing here? And
Yeah,
honestly,
good.
so it was awesome. Yeah. We every
So,
day we were interacting with everybody who was online and stuff. And honestly, Terry, you blew it out of the park with your little workshop. I'm telling you, all of my sideline buddies were like, "Who is this Terry?" I go, "She's my royal," and they were like, "That was awesome." So we wanted to give you a big yay. And I rewatched it and I going, "Holy moly!" It was like I took lots of notes and I was so impressed because I'm going, I told my husband, I got off, I go, that half hour of teaching wrapped up everything Young Living is with our health. And I was like, I was exuberating going, Terry's education thing could be like a regular training for people just to teach them.
oh,
It was that exciting. So
oh.
thank you.
That blesses me. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was so on my heart to weave in the nutritional aspect of it and the nutritional gaps that we need help with since we can't eat a perfect diet. So thank you so much. And Elizabeth, maybe as time goes on today, maybe we can hop on to the Young Living and look at some, I had trouble finding the workshops after, so we were so busy the whole time that I wasn't able to watch all the workshops, Debbie. So afterwards, when I got home, I came back to watch all the workshops and it was a little challenging finding them. Elizabeth, did you come up with a shortcut or is there a certain way to find those workshops?
Yes,
They
there.
just now, sorry, they
Oh,
just now got all posted because I was watching day by day, and by yesterday everything's now available, but they had a 2 or 3 day lag on getting everything up. So
Okay,
they,
very good.
yeah, they did. I will post a kind of a step-by-step order of how the easiest way is to access those. So give me just a few minutes as I transfer it over to my computer, and I'll post that here on Zoom and on Facebook so that folks have some really good instructions as far as knowing how to get into their convention videos afterwards.
Well, while you're working on that, Elizabeth, could I bring up something that I just thought was incredibly powerful, which was Mary Young's opening talk.
Oh, yeah.
You guys notice there's several things. Those of you that just did not hear this, it's so important for you to hear. Mary stated publicly, we will not become a public company. We will remain a private company and we will remain a network marketing company. Mary is a very big proponent of our business model. She has lived and worked in this business model for many years prior to Young Living, prior to marrying Gary Young, and is a champion of our business model. Why am I even bringing this up? Because several companies in the last 30 days have taken their hardworking distributors that have built organizations and overnight just informed them that they're no longer going to be a network marketing company. This is so tragic for the industry. And so Mary Young wanted us to know that that is her commitment to us, is she knows that this business model is the best business model and it will remain that for our families, but Jan, also for our children and grandchildren. It's not just about us, it's about our legacy. So that was really beautiful to hear from Mary Young.
Yes, it was very good to hear. And we've known that for a long time. We've known their commitment, but it came shining through in this convention. And I think to back that up, we saw leadership roles taken by Joseph and by Jacob and by Kate, Jacob's wife. I mean, they have stepped up their game. They are a part of things. They are engaged. They're involved. We always knew that Jacob was, but now
Yeah.
Joseph is in there too. And so not only, so people say, well, what's going to happen when Mary passes? Well, she's training these boys and they're involved in learning. And they are so fun. I mean, Jacob
Oh, I know.
responds individually to posts that are on the YL30 convention webpage, 2024 webpage. So
Yeah.
they're involved. They're not just sitting up there as Gary's kids. They're sitting up there.
Yeah, and accessible. Jacob has a wonderful podcast. He is not like, like a snobby kid in any way, shape, or form. He is super, super accessible to all of us.
Exactly.
Also, Jan, we had a diamond room that we could go into and talk with, any of the staff members that were there. And again, just so amazingly helpful. Like, how can I help your team? What can I do? So we need to utilize these resources. We have marketing people on every, West Coast, middle of America, East Coast. Utilize these marketing people, whatever rank you are, because they are there for you. They want to help you build your business.
Yeah.
And so that might be a Wednesday Wisdom we could do, where you guys are introduced to these various marketing people from different parts of the country. I feel like even myself, because I never had an upline, I really never utilized these guys, and they're there to help us. So yeah, amazing. Also, one thing too, while Elizabeth is doing that, on Friday, my workshop started at 4 p.m. So it was kind of like the beginning of the workshops on Friday. When I was able to get into the back office and look at the workshops yesterday, what happened, Jan, is that the workshop, like when mine finished, HK Lynn's just started right away. So if you're having trouble finding it, now that is a very important workshop, because HK Lynn goes into the deep spectra, which we're going to pull that up in just a few minutes. But he goes into detail. Why was Gary Young passionate about this discovery of this deep spectra realization of how we can extract more out of an essential oil? And he really goes into it in that seminar.
I was blown away with that. I was watching that and I was like, my eyes just like, what? We can get more from these plants? Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Exactly. And we have a team member who is just beyond grateful, because they had a few bottles just to show us, just a few bottles at last convention. And this gal gave the one bottle she was able to buy to her husband, and he had so much beautiful results from that. She was just praying they would have it. And she just said, I can't, she said, out of everything we've ever tried with my husband, the deep spectra was the thing that helped him. And I, of course, can't go into details, but I'm just trying to kind of generally say some things here. So if you can't find that workshop, just know it's right after mine at Friday, 4 p.m. The workshops just kind of cycle right through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you get that, Elizabeth?
Pardon?
Did you get that up and running so we could show everybody?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So, let's see here. What I did is I put the instructions in the Zoom chat and in the Royal Dream Team Facebook group. So you guys have the instructions there. Now, did you want me to actually kind of go through and show you how to get there, or just go into the video library?
Let's go through and show them step by step, because boy, do we want people to be able to watch these workshops.
What I can say though is it's going to show some of my personal info. So I really don't think that's the best idea.
Well, what I can share is that Elizabeth shared with me yesterday how to get into the replays of everything, because I was trying and I couldn't figure it out. And so I followed her directions and they were fine.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And Beverly posts some directions too. So I think you can, they're not hard.
Okay. Super.
Definitely we can, yeah, you should be able to do it. So the very beginning part is go to youngliving.com, click over company, and click on the YL30 convention. Then once you're here, you basically go as if you're going to register. This feels weird because we're already registered, right? But
That's
then
where I got stuck. Yeah,
I
I got
know.
stuck.
Yep.
Okay.
So go there, and then I'm already logged in. Okay. The login for this is your member number and your password that you currently use for your Young Living account. So put that in there, and then go over to attendee portal. Okay.
Ah,
And then they make you
okay.
put your information in, and you get into your attendee portal, right? And then right there in the attendee portal is where it gives you a specific password that's like generated by Young Living to get into your video library. So that's the next step of it. And then
Okay.
you're good to go. So here is
Excellent.
once, yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, go
this
ahead.
is what's fun, because once you're in your video library, you can see all these different things. So there's the home, the agenda, the live broadcasts, which were done, video library, how to order. So just in the video library, you can go to all of the sessions, general session, and the other different things. So it's fun because I mean, these are just very long videos, but you can see everything basically.
And to get to Terry's quickly, you go to workshops and then you
Yeah.
look for Terry.
Yeah, exactly.
Workshops. Okay,
So I
good,
just
good.
clicked on workshops, and then you scroll down and you see Terry, and there you go. So there's each of the workshops. Yep. And there were some I totally missed. So I'm going to go back and watch the things I missed. And there were a few that I really enjoyed. Would you guys say that John, I don't know if it's Wetton or Wheaton, but
Wetton.
John Wetton was Gary's photographer at first, an assistant, and traveled everywhere with him. And now he has different jobs, but different things he's focusing on. But he gave an amazing, kind of like an inspirational speech, I would say, all about how he decided that he wanted to figure out how Gary was able to accomplish so many goals. And so he actually assessed, and he's like, okay, Gary had this goal. Now, what were the steps that Gary did to attain that goal? And he did it. Now, okay, what about this goal? And he figured out, just by assessing, there were 5 key things that Gary did to achieve each of his goals. And so he wrote it down kind of in his own writing, and then he went to a gal that is actually the one who keeps the records of all of Gary's journals, his writings, his audios, his videos. And I'm forgetting her name, but he goes and he says, I want to run this past you because I want to know if you think this is correct. And have you run across anything, where Gary may have outlined the steps to his success, right? And she goes, I can't believe you're telling me this. I just found a video of Gary this morning where he's teaching distributors at a meeting these 5 steps of success. Isn't that just
And
right?
yeah, and just so you know, the Wild podcast one, he got to
Mhm.
go live with Jacob, and I got to
Oh,
watch all that, and it was interesting how he depicted how he became the photographer for Young Living, and it was amazing. I took some great notes on that. So
that's
get
fun.
into the podcast area too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that one. Didn't know that was up there.
Elizabeth, would
Elizabeth,
you go
I have to
into the
agree
5
with you.
steps, honey? Can you go into the 5 steps?
I
I have
do.
it written
Okay.
down if you want me to do it. Go over it.
Well, Jan's got it as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, Jan. You can do it.
So the whole thing that's so beautiful about this talk, and he gave it on the main stage in general session, was that he showed examples of different goals that Gary had set over the years with pictures. And so we were learning these steps as he was sharing with us what Gary, and one example was the building of the distillery for the Hilakrism in Croatia, and how one of the steps that was highlighted so highly in that one, I'll get to that in a minute. And then he went through and he showed he showed the whole deal of Gary learning how to dog sled in Alaska, in
Yeah.
the cold, cold Alaska. And we all had heard some of these stories, but the way John wove it into his presentation, if you don't watch anything else, you have to watch it. I was blown away. So here's the recipes, Gary's recipe for success. Number one. Now, first of all, you already have to have your goal. You have to know what your goal is. That's got to be decided first. Then you go to these steps for success. Number one, show up with commitment and discipline. And I can't think of a person that was more full of both of those than Gary. Commitment to what he decided he had to do and the discipline to get done. So number two, boy, give yourself an unreasonable deadline. Gary
I
never,
love that one.
Oh,
That's one
boy.
of my favorites.
everybody in corporate would say, yeah, that's Gary. Because they would say, Gary, you can't do that until blah, blah. He'd say, well, just watch me. I can do it. We can do it.
Yep.
I will find a way.
The third thing, which I think is the biggest key, and Gary did this, and I can see Mary rolling her eyes saying, oh no, here's another one coming, he would say, number three is tell everyone what you are doing. Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell your coworkers, whoever it is that you can tell. They're your accountability team, whether you want it to be or not. And we all need that. Number four, when you do ingredients 1, 2, and 3, number 4 is this will cause your dream team to emerge.
Yep.
People that are going to be your cheerleaders, the people that have information, skills, talents that can help you get it done. And John gave the perfect example of the thing when he decided, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Number 5. And I think that John kind of added this, but he said, remember, it's a journey, not a destination. And then he put in quotes kind of towards the end of his talk related to something that Gary had said to him when he was first hired with Young Living. And that is, good enough is good enough. John was a perfectionist and Gary wasn't. Gary did not let small details that weren't right stop him. He just kept going. He did it right, but perfection, his goal wasn't to be perfect. His goal was to get it done.
Yep. Yep.
But one of the stories that John told was that he said, okay, after I figured this out, and he shared all the things about Gary, he said, I have to try it and see if it works, because he was going to present this at another convention, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago. So he decided to learn how to play the ukulele. And at one point in these steps, he took it to the office and played it in his office. And it was work at home day that day, so nobody was really around. But the next day, there was someone around that heard him, and she said, John, what are you up to? He goes, oh man, he said, I got to learn to play the ukulele. And she goes, well, I'm from Hawaii. I know how to play the ukulele. Can I help you?
Yeah, right. So the people that need to be a part of your dream show up.
Yeah. It was amazing. Everybody was in tears at the end. We were all in tears because he ended with playing his ukulele and playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow with the words scrolling across, and the whole general session is singing with him. And we all had tears rolling down our eyes. It makes me tear up right now thinking about it, because it was so heartfelt and so honoring of Gary and how Gary lived his life.
Jan, can you tell the part about Croatia?
Well, Gary figured out that if we were ever going to have enough helichrysum for the company, that we needed to cultivate helichrysum, because up till then it had been wildcrafted. So he found this property. He went looking for property in Europe. He knew where it needed to be. He knew where helichrysum would grow. And he decided that he had to get the equipment and he had to build a distillery, and he had to distill helichrysum in Croatia. And he did all of that. And they actually built the distillery and had the first batch of helichrysum distilled in 19 days. And that's unheard of. So I got to go on the trip where the diamonds, I was with Terry, she took me with her, and we got to go to the helichrysum farm in Croatia. And it's magnificent, close to the Adriatic Sea, and all the beautiful sea, moist air comes up on the hillside. And it's quite a process, because helichrysum grows in very rocky soil, and the soil there is full of limestone, big chunks of limestone. So Gary had to buy this machine that would crush up the limestone so they could work the land. And so we got to see that machine running. I mean, it's
Yeah,
everything.
it's so mind-boggling.
It's
Jan, another example was when Gary built the distillery in Canada in the middle of the winter. I remember Mary telling the whole story because we were out of Valor. Remember how we couldn't get Valor?
Yeah, because we didn't have black spruce. Yeah.
Right. And so when Gary found the Black Spruce Farm, they set up camp and they built that whole thing in below zero weather. So, wow, you guys, I mean, the fact that we have these oils is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. We're so
It
blessed.
is. We're so blessed.
Well, Elizabeth, let's begin can we pull up some photos of some of the new products and cover some of those?
Yes, absolutely. So let me go ahead and do that.
Thank you, Jan. That was remarkable.
You're welcome.
Okay, here
I
we
just
go.
believe Gary had to be smiling down at the whole situation.
Oh, I think so. It's just so beautiful. You know, Gary loved to see people succeed. He loved to hear a person's dream, encourage them to go do it, and then celebrate them once it was done. And I know that he's been able to see thousands of individuals accomplish their goals. You know, and I want to mention one more one real quick, which was so fun, was when John was traveling with Gary, trying to find something, trying to do something specific. And Gary saw this brick maker and realized, oh, I want to go check out this brick making operation. And so he sets up an appointment and they go check out this brick making operation. And John is just thinking, Gary, we're on a time crunch. We have to go do whatever we're doing. And Gary goes, it's okay. This is supposed to happen. Well, then later, when the Young Living Foundation School in Ecuador was built, Gary used that same brick making technique to build the bricks for the school. And then later, when there was, what was the country where the foundation went and helped Nepal? There was a lot of earthquakes, I think it was in Nepal. And so Gary put a team of people with the Young Living Foundation together and they went to Nepal and they used the same brick making technique there to rebuild homes in Nepal. And so I just felt like that was amazing because sometimes even when we're on one mission and we're trying to stay focused on that one mission, there may be something that pops in and goes, hey, look at me over here, and we need to listen. And so something else that John said is, John said, I didn't know what Gary had in his mind for the future. If I had, I would have known that we would need to know how to make bricks. But I didn't know that the foundation school was in sight and the home building and things were in Gary's scope. So I had no idea why we needed to learn brick making. So that really reminded me that there's going to be people in our life who are on a mission to a goal and they may seem like they get sidetracked a little bit, but maybe ask them, hey, how do you think this plays into the greater theme of your life? Because if you feel like it does, well, I'll support you in going after that for a certain period of time and then help you get back on track. Sometimes we need to do that even with our brand partners because we want them to do the certain goal that they set out to do, right? But sometimes there's those things that actually come at a certain time and we need to focus on them and then rein it back in.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, this is exciting. Okay.
There you go. This is the specific page where the convention products are. And does anybody?
How did you get to that page, honey? How did you get there?
I used the link. So over here where it shows how to order. And let's see here, convention shop. I believe is where I went to. And so, yep. And I think it's only available for people that attended convention. I'm not sure that it's open to everyone to purchase products yet. Do you guys know?
Ooh, Jan, I don't know if you could go on your computer into the normal Young Living site right now.
I'm
And
gonna go in and see what I can find. I'm just
I
gonna
heard
find
that all
some.
the products were available for everybody, no
Yeah,
matter what.
that's what I thought.
That's what
Okay.
I heard. Because other
Well,
people are ordering that don't have tickets.
Got it. Got it. Well, long story
Yeah, okay,
short,
if you go into your phone and you go to, you just go into, youngliving.com and then hit shop. And then you scroll down below shop, what you see is convention arrivals. Okay, Nazi is there. Oh, over on the right, the last column on the right, Elizabeth, convention arrivals at the very top.
there we go at the top.
here
Okay,
we go.
Jan,
Okay.
awesome,
There we go. So that
you
takes
go.
us right here. Okay.
awesome. Oh, goodness. Okay.
A little different than the page I was at, but here's all of the beautiful products. So
I love and I'm so excited about that new diffuser with the
Yeah.
light.
Yes.
I was so blown away. I'm so excited because as we travel, I need to get my rhythmic always going.
So this is beautiful because it is a 4-in-1 device that merges light, sound, and nature's best scents to bring you streamless mornings and peaceful nights. And so you can put your oil in there. It doesn't use any water. It just uses the whole oil bottle. And then you actually have an app on your phone that you connect to the diffuser and turn it on and work with
And the good part, Elizabeth, let's go back up to the photo one more time. This holds 2 unique bottles of oil. So if you want, and you can use it manually as well, by the way. You don't have to use the app, but if you want to use it manually, that's fine too. But what happens is with the app, you can tell it to turn on at, let's say, 6 or 7 in the morning. And you can choose a wake up oil like, Citrus Fresh or a beautiful, whatever you're in the mood for in the morning. And in the other little area, you can put lavender or whatever oil you want at night. Now, what's great in the morning is all of this music that they have comes straight from the farm. One of our farms around the world, the sounds of birds in the morning, the wake up sounds that you would actually hear in nature come from one of the Young Living farms. Then at night, let's say you're using your lavender or whatever you want, stress away, whatever, you're going to hear from another one of our farms, you're going to hear very soothing sounds that help put you to sleep. It's truly a remarkable invention. You can see on this photo, it has an alarm clock. And so it is very, very high tech. And if you don't want to go that high tech, just use it manually.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I don't know is if does it plug into 120 or can we be versatile with our USB cords? It's the only thing I haven't figured out yet.
Let's go down and look real quick.
Okay.
Features and benefits.
I do know that you have to have an adapter. It's like a USB cord,
Oh,
but the C cords, you need an adapter. So you can plug, I don't know, you could probably plug it into any power source, but
that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent.
That is phenomenal. Thank you, Jan. That's what we
Yeah.
needed to know. I
Somebody
just noticed
posted that
we
this
can
morning.
use, I wasn't aware of this, but we can use a 5 ml or a 15 milliliter bottle. That's really good.
Ooh, that's
Excellent.
exciting. Because
Yeah.
I put my
excellent.
15 in there instead.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing, baby. I'm not messing
Go all
around.
in.
Oh,
The other
my.
thing that happens is that light, the light is like the sun. So when you go to bed, it's kind of like a sunset and it goes down. And then when you wake up, it's like a sunrise and comes up.
That's
So-
what I'm
Oh,
excited
yeah.
about. My
Yeah?
rhythmic.
Oh,
Yeah.
so beautiful. All right, Elizabeth, let's move on because it's already 11:41.
Okay.
Let's
Which would
go
you like to see
to-
next? Which would you like to see next?
Let's go to the Deep Night Essence. You
Okay.
guys, there are 2 products that are specialized for sleep, which is very, very exciting because we all know that sleep is a huge issue for our clients and our customers.
Especially
And
from
so-
Dr. Holly said.
Yes, beautiful. And again, you can watch all this information, but the most important thing is to know that this is especially for people that really need a better night's sleep and a deeper sleep. And Doc Ollie did a phenomenal teaching on the brain and how the brain works. You can see the ingredients on your right here, what is in all of this. So yeah, it's just absolutely spectacular. Now, Elizabeth, let's move on to the other sleep product.
The one
They
thing I
are-
want to note about this
Yeah.
is it does not have melatonin. So some
Correct.
individuals like melatonin, some don't want it. So this is melatonin free.
That's
I
a
have a
great
picture. I have
one.
mine in my hand if you guys want to see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, damn, let's see it.
Here it is, and a serving is so it's a capsule. It's a pretty standard size capsule.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
so it's 2 capsules is a serving before you go to sleep. Serving size 2 capsules. So the
Are there-
blend size is spearmint, green tea, leaf extract, holy basil, lemon balm, which is Melissa, you guys, lavender and spearmint. I mean, it's awesome.
Fabulous. And
Really
having
great.
Melissa in there, you guys know Melissa does more than just help with sleep.
Yes, yes, lots.
Yeah.
Lots and lots more. So then the next sleeping one would be the magnesium. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so magnesium. Oh my goodness. So it is actually sustainably sourced from seawater with a variety of trace minerals and formulated with melon juice concentrate, which reduces the oxidative stress and increases magnesium efficiency in the body. So I love the fun research that is done specifically with the melon juice concentrate for this magnesium supplement.
And I have it right here, and the directions say take 1 capsule 3 times daily.
Okay.
Really?
And you get 90 capsules in a bottle. So basically, it's
30
it's a
day.
1 month supply if you need to use it every day.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Jan.
Jan.
Beautiful.
You know, it is neat that Young Living is coming out with these very targeted supplements because, for instance, we have our master formula that has some magnesium in it, right?
Mhm.
And other supplements that have a combination. But if a person specifically needs more magnesium for whatever reason, then it's great to go to one of these targeted supplements and have it. And I love our source of magnesium that
Chrissy,
we figured out.
hi, Chrissy. Look.
Hello. We are overviewing some of the products that came out at Young Living Convention. Let's go
Let's go to
into,
the,
go ahead.
go ahead, sweet.
Well,
No, you go ahead.
I'm thinking let's do the Inner Boost and Balance because this is another one. It comes in the little pixie sticks. So it's super, super easy to use. And it works with skincare. It's a multivitamin. It's caffeine free. And it just helps to boost overall wellness. And it includes blood orange, the blood orange flavor. So check out actually all of these amazing ingredients. Oh my goodness. So it does have some of your magnesium citrate in there. And just so many other things. So we don't need to go into all the ingredients, but what this is basically it's more powerful than just a multivitamin. It really has a lot of multitasking elements that it does in the body. And so it's a simple and delicious way to boost your best self from the inside out. And
Is it best to drink it by itself or put it with all the other wonderful, amazing supplement powders too?
They are
So-
saying that we can put it with everything. And Elizabeth, I've got mine in my hand so they can see
Okay.
how these little packs.
Look at both of you. I
here.
love it.
Does Jan have hers too? Let's see.
Yes, she does.
Oh my God. Yeah, Young Living sent me mine before convention, and so Debbie, I just love to put it in my morning shake.
Yeah,
So I do my Ningxia Red, 2 huge squirts of mineral essence, my Power Meal, Sulfurzyme, and my greens. And this is the new
excellent.
edition. So it's just so
Christina has a
cute.
story to tell.
So cute.
Go.
I love it. We're just like,
What's the
we're
story?
like kids in a,
Oh, yeah.
we're just like kids in a candy store right now.
Chrissy has a
Okay.
story.
All right, Elizabeth, what else do we have? Let's move on.
No,
'cause
hold
we-
on. Christina has a
Oh.
story she wants to share.
Oh, good. Oh, do tell,
Go ahead.
tell.
Oh, so our 15-year-old Olivia, she's got braces, and so she doesn't take she can't swallow pills very well. I don't know why. I think it's a mental block, but anyway, so I always have her do the chewing stuff. But she's also really finicky with flavors and textures, so she doesn't like the kids multivitamin chewing vitamin very much either. I don't know, like I don't even know what to do with this one, but so when they came out with these little guys, I said, "Oh, looky here. For just the person that can't chew certain things and swallow things, you have no more excuses, Missy." I said, "Put your vitamins in your water and drink it." It is,
There you go.
it doesn't get any easier than that. So she has
And
been
you're right. That
she's been
flavor, the
doing
orange
that.
flavor.
Yeah, and she loves it. She loves the flavor.
Good.
So when we were at the Ningxia Red, the Club Red bar, one of those drinks that they concocted was the 2 ounces of Ningxia Red with one of these, 3 different essential oils, and a whole can of Zing. And she loves the Zing. So I said, "Hey, Missy,
Oh, wow.
get your Ningxia on and add your vitamins." So she loves it. She's been doing that.
Yeah, I got it ahead of time because
Oh.
Platinums and Above could do it. So as soon as I got it, Christy said, "Mom, can Lydia try this?" I said, "Absolutely." So she had
Okay, mothers unite. Mothers unite. We can be sneaky when we need to be.
Oh, you certainly can be.
I honestly say too, because Cricket Law got her samples and she blessed us at the celebration of life for Laura, and she handed out to us, and I got to try it during convention, and it was like all by itself, it was like its own energy drink. It was amazing. I was blown away with just
Oh,
keeping going for 8 hours through convention was huge for
wow.
just by itself. I was like, wow, we
Wow.
add everything else.
So
So
great.
I
That's
was
so great.
excited.
Oh, so great. Okay, let's move to the next one. So we try to get all. in
Ooh,
here.
okay. Ooh, well, this one's fun. We're going to talk about the Lavender Legacy collection because these are all of the lavenders that Young Living has come out with over the years. And basically, I think that there may be a few different species of lavender, but it's for sure it's the labeling. They wanted to show us, okay, this is our original lavender label, and then it went to this, and then it went to this. And so I felt that this was such a really neat thing that they wanted to be able to
And
show.
it's just a beautiful box too, honey. The box is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Legacy 30 oil.
Yes.
The oil
Oh, here we
convention.
go. Oh, so this oil is a combination of 3 blends. Who knows what those blends are? I know.
Helichrysum,
Shutran,
Shutran.
Valor,
Yes.
Highest Potential.
Yes, there you
Yes.
go. So Valor, Highest Potential, and Shutran are the specific 3 oil blends that make up this YL30. And there's this, it wasn't just that they took all 3 blends and piled them in. They worked with the specific amounts of certain oils to be sure that it was well blended. But it's a beautiful smell.
Can I just pop and ask the question? Because someone did while we were going live and they were announcing this. They're like, should women take this because they had Shutran in it? And I'm like, that is a great question.
I would say absolutely, because women need testosterone too. We
There
need
we
it in
go.
balance. We need it in balance. Everybody is raving about the smell of this. Everybody.
So
I-
amazing.
I haven't gotten my products yet, but
I was gonna say, I
everybody's
think
just
they're drenching
raving.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies,
was-
I have to tell you, I shared this with my grandson when we got home, and he said, "Wow, that's awesome." Because a lot of times they're kind of real flowery, and
Yep.
it's not that a woman wouldn't want to use this, but men
Mhm.
love the smell of this. Jacob said,
That's-
"Nana, that is awesome," and I love it too. So
That's so good. So we could also let guys know it could be a good men's cologne.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, let's move into the spectrum, the 2 spectrum oils, Elizabeth.
Yes, these are, ooh boy, so exciting. Okay, so let's go to Deep Spectra frankincense for a minute. And this is
Yeah,
one
yeah.
worth watching the video about.
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah, you want to educate yourself. This is where, like I said, at 4:30 on Friday, the workshop with HK Lynn, Dr. HK is so worth watching because I'm not a technical person and I don't want to explain it wrong, but he really explains how this technology works.
yes, yes.
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
Well, so just beautiful reading about this. It says that so it's meticulously created using our patents pending deep spectra technology. Frankincense 2 results from using frankincense essential oil in an innovative way to extract key therapeutic compounds from frankincense resin. These compounds include boswellic acid, which are renowned for their health benefits. So in this deep spectra, there's more boswellic acid than you would find if you were only using frankincense by itself.
Mhm. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the one that we can take internally, girls.
Oh my goodness.
Internally.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Oh, Terry, the
Yeah.
only way the only way that you use the Deep Spectra 2 is internally. It's an internal oil also, just like the phytonutrients are.
Oh, okay. Okay, Jan. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
They said do not diffuse it. You would not want to diffuse it. It would clog up your diffuser and it defeats the benefit of what Frank 2 is for.
Oh, I'm so glad you're saying that, Chrissy. Thank you, honey.
Yeah, so and I believe what they said was 1 to 2 drops internally a day, whether you put that in a capsule or whether you put it in a shake or a drink or just put it under your tongue. But it's I love the way they described it. So we put a drop on and licked it off at convention because they were doing samples, and she said it's very Franky. So it's extra Frank, right? Like Frank squared. So when you taste it, it's really powerful.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
excellent to know. Okay. Okay, excellent to know.
Well, so for this deep spectra, it's made with black seed oil, plus the frankincense 2 essential oil extract, and then also orange cacao essential oil extract. It's crafted using our patents pending deep spectra technology. And it's interesting because it says the result is a novel phytonutrient-rich infusion with antioxidant properties that support healthy cells and a healthy immune system. So you guys, those 2 things, healthy cells and healthy immune system, are key words right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very key words because we never get to use those words lightly. We go through a lot in order to have permission to actually use those words. So that's really good.
Okay, guys, here, if you look, this is the bottle. It has a dropper, and you take 1 ml or 20 drops orally directly in your mouth. And this little dropper actually has
Let me see.
there we go. It has it shows you how much you need to get up to get to the actual one mil.
Okay, cool.
You see it on there?
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
beautiful.
Got it.
Wow.
Beautiful, Jan. And that's once or twice a day.
It says take 1 mil directly into your mouth. It doesn't say how many times. I don't actually think you could overdose on this. I mean, I would probably do it 3 times a day if I was really trying to get to something that was really bothering me, I wouldn't, because it's got black seed oil, Frank Boswellia, frankincense cardury, orange, and cacao seed powder.
Yeah. Okay.
Loaded.
Oh,
Did everyone
beautiful.
see
So
David's
excited about
Q&A?
that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so excited. All right, let's see what else we've got. There might be a few more things we're missing here.
There's a
See what
few, there's a
Elizabeth?
few. Let me pull it back up here. Okay. So we have both of those diffusers. Oh, so here is an interesting thing. So two things that they did a little bit of updating on. The Make a Shift Reset Kit. They created a sturdier box for it. So this is
Good.
definitely going to be something that's easier to carry and hold, and it doesn't flop around quite so much as our previous Reset Kit used to. So exact same insides and everything. And then,
But it's also smaller, honey, which is great. It's smaller.
okay, good to know.
It's really great.
Yeah, and then so here we have the reset and renew reset kit. Okay, so this includes the super magnesium and the deep night essence. And so it is the discount price is $199, a PV of $189. So close. That's really nice. And oh my goodness, if a person is getting started with Young Living or is a current member who wants to do the reset that needs support with their sleep, this is the best go-to for that. And honestly, if we could help a person sleep better, and that's really a goal
Blessing.
of theirs, then why not get them started with this? Because they're not only going to get all the nutrients they need, but then have the sleep support as well.
Mhm.
Yep. Now,
That's
last
right.
but not least, we have the rebranding of our Thieves Household Cleaner. Oh, goodness.
I love to see the seal top on it. I thought that was excellent.
Yes, yes. Well, the thing I can
Elizabeth?
appreciate, yeah,
Sorry, go ahead. Well, I think what we were all just so excited about, I don't know if there's a way to show them the back of the bottle.
fortunately,
there-
no, there's no back view here.
Okay, click on read more, just in case they show it. Otherwise, I'll just explain that you guys, on the back of the bottle is a QR code. So in other words, you would take your phone and you would click on the photo, and there is an absolutely phenomenal video that we all got to see showing the country that each of the oils in Thieves. So we all know what we have in Thieves. We've got our cinnamon, our clove, our lemon, our eucalyptus radiata, and one more that I'm forgetting.
Rosemary.
Rosemary. So the country that those oils come from, there is a video showing the people who are harvesting those crops, showing their lifestyle, and they're talking, and one of the people says, I have so much joy when I come to work every day. I mean, it's just the most beautiful video. So when you are sharing that product with someone, you're sitting maybe having coffee with someone or whatever, turn the bottle over, click on it, and watch the video with your friend, because it is so phenomenal to see where each of those ingredients comes from around the world.
I didn't realize that when I was watching it live, exactly what all that meant. And you just explained that just like, whoo, they gave me full body chills. I was so excited. I was like, yay.
We were blown away. The innovation of being able to see where each of these oils come from, we were absolutely so thrilled. So yeah, I can't wait till you guys get that. And I'm sure the bottle's recyclable.
I think 100%, wasn't it? If I
Yes.
remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The other thing I love about this bottle, Terry, is on the back, there's 2 columns of information about the product. The first column is, this is what's in this bottle. And the second column is, this is what's not in this bottle.
Mm.
I mean, I love it because a lot of times
Jan. Oh,
the
that's
healthy-
great. I forgot about that. Oh,
yeah, a lot of times the healthy things say, well, this does not include, and it goes through the whole list of stuff that's
Oh.
not in the think, well, what's in it? You know?
Oh,
So
my
we
God.
gotta find out
Yay.
what's in it first.
Oh, Jan, that's so good.
I love the bottle.
Well,
Well, I think that's everything, isn't it? Is that everything?
everything. That's everything. We are good to go.
Oh,
There are two
wow.
different diffusers, so I will say that, and you guys can check out the second diffuser, because
Yeah.
it is a wonderful diffuser as well.
Well,
Yeah.
it's adorable. It's very inexpensive and it plugs right into your wall.
Mhm.
And it also, has a little light on it. So if you wanted the light, maybe in a hallway or something, or in a bathroom, it's the perfect choice. It's
It was-
really
It
adorable.
was
Okay,
amazing
guys,
when they
Christina's
brought
gonna
the,
go up and get ours. We have 2 of them plugged in. We set them up last night. Christina's
Oh,
gonna go
good, good.
one of them so you can see them.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good, Jan. Wonderful.
Yeah, because we set it up with, I think Peace and Calming for one of the rooms.
oh,
And it just plugs into the wall, right? How you have all the plugs in a room, along. So it's at about a little calf level because that's where most of the plugs are in rooms. You could plug it in a kitchen or a bathroom too. But okay, so Christina's got it.
I love the fact that it reminded me of the plugins that people usually buy. And I'm like, alter your spending, people. Go to the
There you
plugin.
Oh,
Absolutely right. So there's the plug. Now
can
let me
you stop the screen share? Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Also, that they showed
Oh.
us, if your plug is upside down,
Ha ha. That's awesome.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. That's so
So
good.
cool.
it'll twist however you need it to go. So,
Oh, sweet.
That's
Uh-huh.
cool.
okay, so then this is the light. It's like a night light under here.
Neat.
If you, I don't know, let's see if you can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you pull out or can you push it
Uh-huh.
and how do you get it out?
So you
Yeah,
push it
show us that.
down.
Yeah, look at that. Ah,
Nice. So
I
that
got
just hold one
refillables. I
oil,
can
correct?
do this with that.
Chrissy,
So-
does that just hold one oil then?
Yep, this is just one oil.
Okay.
It does come with different lengths of these tubes, so you can do a 5 mil as well.
Okay.
It'll be a shorter tube that you connect on there.
Cool. Cool.
You just screw it on.
Uh,
It only goes in one way, so you can't mess it up. It's gotta-
There's little arrows that show, if you line up the arrows, then it'll go down.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Nice.
Cool.
oh, that's so great. That's so great. Oh,
And then those are the
well, you
little
guys.
buttons.
Wow.
So buttons, you can set it for low, medium, or high amount of diffusing. And then you can set it for how long you want it to run. So it can run 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours. And
Wow.
low is 3 minutes, it is 1 minute on and then 5 minutes off, and then 1 minute every 5 minutes. And then medium is 2 minutes every 5 minutes. And then high, I think, is 3 minutes every 5 minutes. But it tells you in the directions what the ratios are. And if you want the light to come on when the room is dark, you turn it on. And if you don't want the light to come on when if you like a dark room and you don't want a night light on, then you just turn that night light off. So you can have the night light
Nice.
on or off.
But
Got
here's the really cool part. This little sensor right here, if you can see it,
Yeah.
Yes.
when you turn the night light on, if the lights come on in the room, so
It
it's
shuts it off.
it's light sensitive.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's so good.
That's
night-
awesome.
The night light won't always be on. It'll just be on when it's dark.
That's
That's
awesome.
so good. I love that.
Wow. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Did we have any questions whatsoever in the chat? I forgot to ask.
So let's see here. Oh, okay. Did you see David Q&A? And so David's Q&A, I'm not quite sure which one that would be.
It's down at the bottom. It says a Q&A, but he looks like he's in the chat now asking.
Is
Oh,
it David or Don?
got it, got it. Hold on. Okay, let's see. So it's in the chat. Oh, Donald Toomey. Oh, it says, you are bringing the legacy of YL and holding the flame of Gary's vision to life. Beautiful job presentation. Ah, so
Oh.
that was from Donald Tooman. He just wanted to give you
Oh,
that quick.
And in the Q&A that I see, it says, I just wanted to say began using Frank Square yesterday, and people with big needs are going to be extremely happy. Boswellia is medically known to be highly anti-inflammatory. Cheers, he says.
Yay! There we go. Okay, yes, okay. Thank you for reading that. Now, let's
problem.
see, over on
Donald.
Facebook, I am so sorry, you guys. I've kind of left you hanging over there.
It's okay.
But I will refresh this real quick and see if there's any Facebook comments. Facebook comments or questions. Okay. So Sherry Mills says, Terry, I wasn't able to join today's media using the link and it says it was removed. Oh,
Wow.
Interesting.
that's
Wow.
funky.
Huh.
Well, I guess
Well,
we'll
thankfully, let her know it
The-
was recorded and we
Yep.
will, yeah, we'll have it up.
alrighty. Sounds good.
Posted everywhere.
Okay. Well, you
yeah.
guys, I know it's after 12, gosh, what a beautiful week. What an extravagant, extraordinary week. And just want to express my gratitude to Young Living. As Elizabeth said, our family has been in this for 28 years. And I can honestly say, you guys, I feel better today than in my 30s. And Jan, would you agree that you feel a whole lot younger than you are, and you look a whole lot younger than you are? So we're just so grateful.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm so blessed with Young Living, and all of my grandchildren are so blessed with Young Living. I am so thankful that God guided and directed this company, because we get to benefit and really honor the plant world because of Gary and Mary and everything that the company's done.
Yeah, exactly.
So true.
And Elizabeth, do you want to make a statement from the younger generation?
Well, honestly, it's just been amazing growing up with Young Living ever since I was 6 years old. So to be 35, I just had a birthday, and to be 35 years old and have the legacy of Young Living as a part of our family for 28 years is truly amazing, because I've learned how to use all the products and now getting to share it and help so many other individuals, and then I'll share it down to my kids and their kids and all that stuff. So, it's just I hope and pray for the longevity of Young Living. And let's pray for not only their legacy that they've already left us over the years, but the longevity of this company. And I truly believe one of the best ways that we can support the longevity is really talking about the company honorably, talking about our leaders honorably, being honorable in the way that we are going about being a brand partner, how we sign up members, how we educate members, because you guys, we have to take those principles that Gary and Mary have taught us and teach those to our organizations. The world is a very quickly changing place, and many individuals do not have the same morals as we do. But I truly believe that because of the legacy and the foundation Young Living has, we can help sustain the moral value of what we bring to the table, probably more so than many companies out there could boast 10, 20 years down the road from now. So that's something that came to mind, is that Young Living isn't just about the dollar. They really are about helping individuals, and the dollars that we earn through our paycheck as brand partners is a huge blessing to us. But first and foremost, it's about the people and how can we help and feed into their lives. So that's a message I want to give, because that's really why I've stuck with Young Living over the years, is because of the value that we get to give. There's so many other jobs I could have gone to do, but Young Living just has a special place in my heart. And I know that it's because of the foundation that the leaders before us have set. So there we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I think with that wraps it up. We've gone a little bit over and it's just, there's so much more we could say, but we hope that everyone watching will take the time to maybe watch these workshops over and over and really write things down in your own handwriting, because that does help us to remember. And the more knowledge we have, the more we can spread. So I know I'm planning to watch the workshops over and over as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
don't
we
know if it's 30
guys-
days. Is it 30 days from when they launched the video, or because I
I
remember
think we
there's
have yes, I think we have 30 days, but I would just cram it all into 3 weeks.
I know. I
I
am
don't know
this
what,
week.
yeah. Let's just say the next 3 weeks, make a real effort to watch something every single day
Yeah.
for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, yeah.
Very
Thanks,
good.
Debbie, Dan, Christina, Elizabeth, you guys, love you guys so much. And thanks for leading the charge today, Elizabeth.
Yes,
you're
you're
so
awesome.
Okay, we will be
Elizabeth.
on next week. I don't remember what our topic is, but please share this with your team, because we love having folks live on Zoom. Anytime a new brand partner or customer can get live on Zoom with us, it's so interactive that they feel part of the team. I know there were several out today because of having to go. Like Lisa Trineri really wanted to be on, but she had to drive all the way to the Houston airport, like an hour from her house, to pick up her luggage because her flight was 2 days delayed. She literally slept in the airport Sunday night, got a hotel Monday, flew out Tuesday, and now had to go back and get her bags. But
I'm
you guys are so
continuously praying
proud.
for all those people that are just still
you.
getting back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. They need it. Oh my goodness, the airlines. But okay, sounds good. So yeah, just share Wednesday Wisdom with as many folks as you can. And I think that we can really build up the base of folks that come on with us live on Wednesdays if possible.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's
Guys,
good. That's
bye-bye.
good. Love you guys.
Love
Have a
you.
beautiful day.